Welcome to session 4 in our series on keeping calm and carrying on with psychotherapist and counsellor Courtney Vezina.
Husband, shout out to Patrick, he's fallen asleep at the dinner table, sitting up. It's a talent.
It is a talent. I actually view it as a spiritual gift. There's like the gifts of the spirit, and I think one at the end is the ability to nap. So how can we balance our need for community with kind of this, the desire for self-protection and to keep ourselves COVID-free? You know, how do we strike that line? Because I see that there are people who are kind of throwing caution to the wind and who are saying, you know, I need community. Then on the other hand, like you've already mentioned, you know, there are these people who are shutting themselves in and who are so concerned and so cautious that it's actually doing, you know, long-term harm to their psyche or to their heart. So, you know, what are some words of wisdom that you would have as to how to walk that balancing rope?
That's a tough one. I think that an important part would be setting your own personal boundaries, and because what we have is a lot of outside information, even from family members who you may not see eye to eye with right now, as far as your willingness to join together or to be social. So I think part of that would be to first to look at yourself and see what am I comfortable with, and to communicate that to other people without apologizing for it.
Yeah. You know, and I think that note at the end, without apologizing, is really key, because I think that everyone feels under some social pressure to either conform one way or to conform the other way, right? Yeah. There's a lot of naysaying going on. There's a lot of caution. There's a lot of suspicion. There's a lot of fear. But what are some of the signs of hope that you see in our society?
I see a lot of hope in our society right now, even down to the basics of the fact that we all just got 6 months sort of handed to us to potentially reevaluate a lot of things about ourselves. Whether or not we like it, 6 months worth of, in a way, solitary confinement, it makes you look inward. It just does. And I think a lot can come from that. Even if that self-reflection was uncomfortable at times, there's value in that as well. And on a society level, I think it's so powerful to see people sharing more of themselves. People who may not share these things face to face, but all of a sudden when you're handed with the basic way of communication now is online, you're having people open up and share. And even if we go back to, from a counseling perspective, there's a lot of online options these days where you can sit in the comfort of your own home in whatever you want to wear that day and have a meaningful interaction with another human being. That is powerful. And even, you know, mental health and the stigmas being removed more and more is really powerful. And I just see all of the activism going on, and it's impactful and it's important and it's changing our world. And it feels like the pandemic has kind of nudged us in that direction to look around and say, you know, what are we living for? What is our purpose right now? Because who knows if we have tomorrow?